Well, good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and we're back with Miss Fistula at the Harvestmath Festival. And when we left off, we were helping Bingo Baggins, well, help his cousins. So we're going to talk to Dinodas now. Well, Fistula, my mother said we were going to visit Cousin Bingo, which is fine. But there has been a most sudden and unexpected reversal. Imagine my surprise when she told me we were going not to Mickle Delving, but to Hobbiton instead, there to partake in the Harvest Festival. Dina just shakes his head. Now I understand there are some things about the festival that are worthwhile. Good crops and the promise of plenty. Worth celebrating. I have no patience for all the rest of it, spooks, haunts, and frights. Silly rubbish and nonsense. I told Kellandine that same thing not 2 weeks ago. My mother says Cousin Bingo is set on us sharing spooky stories, so there's no getting out of it. While we wait, I might as well see what this haunted burrow they've got is all about. I'll meet you inside. So we have to find him in different parts of the burrow. And while we're doing that, we might as well pick up another quest, since it seems we could do two at once. So we're going to find Mr. Hallfast's belongings. And because apparently he's lost them again. Alright, so first up, we're going to go look for Dinodas in the attic. And there he is. Most burrows do not have attics, being delved into the ground and not unnaturally elevated like the house of some folk, but this one is no more frightening than I would expect of the usual sort. The paint is peeling and I hear rats scurrying about, but it will take more than those small irritations to raise the hair on my toes. Do you think it's scary? Dinodas does not. He's got such a cute little sneeze. Alright, so now we need to find Dinodas in here. Ah, and he's right there. Will you look at this, Fistula? Who could be convinced by this poor excuse for a spider? It's big, yes, I'll grant you that, but I can see the wire from which it hangs. That does not look like spider silk at all. It looks like a fishing line at best, and mere twine at worst. The webs are all right, I suppose, but this is not frightening at all. It's silly to think any hobbit would be scared of this wing. Do you think it's scary? Dinodas does not. Do you really have to reach in here? You ought to. Hallfast said he searched in unlikely places where treasure could be hiding. Oh, it's sticky and terribly unpleasant. Are there words for such an awful sensation? You search for a moment, your heart beating, and pull out a very nice glove. Hopefully it belongs to Hallfast. Now, do I have to find him in the creeping wing? I cannot remember. Yes, I do. No, I have to... Yes, I do. Oh no, really, Hallfast? Why did you look for treasure in here? The smell is unbearable, it's all cold and mushy. It seems that Hallfast didn't spend long here, for you're able to find his ring at the top of the disgusting pile. If there's any more treasure hidden inside, it's best to stay there. Okay, where is Dinodas? There he is. Let me ask you a question, Fistula. Do you think these hobbits are trying to scare us? Because these glowing bottles could be filled with anything, which causes the imagination to run, but their illumination has another effect. It causes me to plainly see this crudely painted mask, and know it for what it is. Just a mask. Now if it were darker in here, perhaps I would think this was a real goblin, but not when I can see it so clearly. This is not frightening at all. Do you think it's scary? Dina just does not. Now we need to find Dina Dust in one more place. After we dig up Holfast string. Oh, and there's Dina Dust. Something glints in the middle of the puddle, and you're sure it's something that belonged to Holfast. You reach for it, but the blood drains from your head, and you realize that the puddle is quite warm. Feeling very faint, you quickly pocket the monocle you have retrieved. This basin is a little damp, but it's no more scary than others I've seen. Is this the best these hobbits can do? It's a little confusing to find the right path, but if you set your mind to it, you shouldn't have any trouble finding the way through. It would need to be much darker and more maze-like to scare this hobbit, I'll tell you that. Do you think it's scary? Dina does not. Alright, so let's return Mr. Holfast things, which we do not have to read that quest because we already did that.
Hello
and he
there.
basically says thank you for finding his things, and you're much braver than he is. That haunted burrow does not seem very haunted to me. It is all for show, and the whole thing strikes me as being very silly and not frightening at all. When my mother revealed that we were meeting Cousin Bingo in Hobbiton for the Harvest Festival, and not at his home in Mickle Delving, I was very cross. But I have to admit that I very much enjoyed exploring the haunted burrow with you, and revealing it as an unfrightening display. I thank you for that, Fistula. I look forward to disproving with you the scary stories Cousin Bingo has for us this evening. I will see you there. Okay. Dina Dust is not easily impressed. Now we need to help Camellia, and she's here. Fistula, we need your help. Have you participated in the apple bobbing here at the festival yet? There are very important rules in place. No using your hands, and you only get one chance to play. But my brother Griffo did not listen to the rules, and now he has ruined it for everyone. Griffo thought these apples were just for the taking, and he reached right into one of the tubs. He grabbed an apple and took a big bite, and then, as if that wasn't bad enough, he did it again. Honestly, if there were any grounds for being asked to leave the festival at once, I think that would qualify. But they're being very nice about the whole thing, and I've offered to bring some of their spare apple bobbing tubs up here so the game can continue. Now that you're here, you can help me. There's a spare tub at the base of the hill. Go pick it up and carry it back here, but beware of bobbers-to-be. Much like Griffo, they won't be good at following the rules, and they will keep you from carrying the tub. You'll have to start all over. Alright, so let's go. Find an apple bobbing tub to carry back. And I have to do it without getting anybody's attention. Alright, so that's one down. Thank you, Fistula. Can I ask you to get one more tub of apples? They should be freshly picked and waiting at the orchard not far from here. Remember, use caution to avoid bobbers-to-be while carrying it back. So we're going to Appledore. And you can see the eyeballs. That's the bobbers we have to avoid. Oh, look at the bunny. No, that's not a bunny. That's a shirt. Get away from me. I thought you were a bunny. Carrying apple tub. So we have to watch out for prying eyeballs. Like that eyeball over there. Okay. Thanks once again, Fistula. I have carefully explained the rules to Griffo once more, and he assures me he will follow them now, no matter how hungry he might be. Now that Griffo is no longer embarrassing me, I have to admit that this festival has been very fun so far. I like ensuring everything goes smoothly, more than I like participating myself. My mother says I have always been like this, even when I was very little. Thanks again. I will tell you if we need any more help. Tonight we're going to share spooky stories with Cousin Bingo, and you're welcome to come. Excuse me. Alright, so we have helped everybody, and we can go talk to Bingo. How are my cousins finding the festival? Ah, excellent. It seems they are all enjoying it in their own particular ways. But what's this? Young Dinodust does not frighten easily, does he? We will have to do something about that, Fistula. This is a season for spooks and a festival for fright. He is missing out on a great deal of fun at this time of year if he does not allow himself to be scared. You have already agreed to join us on the Greenfields for the sharing of spooky stories, but now that I know Dinodust believes himself to be above scaring, I fear my own stories might not be, well, frightening enough. I need to do some more research, Fistula. Can I ask you to make a trip to Tuckborough to secure the assistance of Donamira Took, the librarian of Great Smiles? She has an unrivaled understanding of the contents of the library, and she will certainly know where to find a tome or two with the scariest of Hobbit stories within. Find me a suitably scary story, and I will make one or two further arrangements, and we will be ready for the telling of tales when it is dark enough. Alright, so we have to go to the Great Smiles of Tuckborough and procure a book. Unfortunately for us, we're up to 7 of 10 of our daily quests. Which I admit, I have not been logging in every day to do these. But I still like to get them done when I do log in. And besides, Miss Fistula has fun when she comes to the festival. Unlike Dinodust, she enjoys it. She enjoys all the festivals, for she's a right proper hobbit. Now let's not run over the bounder. I'm pretty sure they would frown upon such things here in Tuckborough. Okay. The librarian is in here. You're looking for a book of scary stories. I cannot say that any come immediately to mind, for hobbits do not generally write down such things, though they do enjoy sharing them in person, especially in warm comfort with the dark of night safely beyond shuttered panes and far away. You're welcome to look for yourself, Fistula. Alright, so let's look around. You find a tattered book that seems to contain frightful tales. Well, this is very curious. I do not believe I've ever seen this book before. The letters on the cover are very faded and most indistinct. I cannot read very much of the title, but the first word seems to be chill. I believe it promises chilling tales, and a cursory examination seems to bear out this presumption. Feel free to take it with you, Fistula, and bring it to Bingo Baggins for his perusal. May it increase his enjoyment of the Harvest Festival. I know he will see it return to me eventually. And there's a whole story behind that. But we'd have to, well, we'll have to do Bingo's quest chain. And I think out of everyone, Miss Medriel's probably the best suited to do, well, some of it, at least up to Mirkwood. Because this quest chain takes you far and wide. In fact, I think it takes you all the way to Gondor and back. Now, where has Miss Fistula gotten to with the Ballad of Bingo Baggins? Training for the journey. Oh, she hasn't gotten very far either. Okay. So that is something we're definitely going to have to put on Miss Medriel's books for the future. To work on a Bingo Baggins quest. I can at least get her up to the spot where Fistula stopped, and then continue on. Oh, Bingo, I have a book for you. Ah, this book looks perfect, Fistula. Thank you. I shall spend some time becoming acquainted with the tales within, and it will be time to share spooky stories before you know it. It is nearly time, Fistula. Let me know when you are ready, and we will go to Greenfields together. Okay, so he is ready, but we are not, because I know that one's going to take a little bit of time and a lot of reading. Hence, we will save it for next time. But for now, we need 2 more quests to round out oh, let's see, which 2 shall we do? We can do this one. We'll do the race through the haunted burrow.
Hey, might I have a word with you?
That's quick. And of course, we just have to find the trophies in each of the areas, and we have 4 minutes to do it, which we usually have no trouble doing in 4 minutes. But yes, we want plenty of time for that instance. Because like I said, it's a little lengthier if you're doing reading. And we'll be doing lots of reading. And there are quite a number of fun, scary stories in it, too. And I have no way that we can see all of them in one go. Oh, I almost forgot. We need 1 more item. Oh, it's a good thing that door was delayed. There we go. Well, even with the having to double back, we still managed to do that in a little over a minute and a half.
How do you do?
And then we'll take
Stay and have some tea.
this quest. And since we know the order of the bottles now, we do not have to read the hints again. So it's white, blue, back, orange, and blue again. So, if you ever wanted to do that, and you just want to get through it fast, just remember WBOB. And you will have no trouble with that quest. There we go. We have our 10, so let's turn in, get our extra tokens. And what can we get today? Oh, we did get an emote.
How do you
You can get a boo emote. And it's basically, well, exactly what it sounds like. So, you go boo. And there we go. And we have completed a bountiful harvest intro. We will get 1,000 figments of splendor. Ooh, we want to turn that in to splendor. Okay, search for figment. Okay, we can. There's a cap of 10,000. I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to go over. A scrap of an essence reclamation scroll, which I don't even know are useful anymore. Universal optional crafting ingredient and 1,000 virtue XP, which again, let's make sure we're on something that we can use. Oh, hi. Wow, I didn't even realize I hadn't slotted anything here. What can I put that on? Fidelity? Okay. We will put that on fidelity then. Alright. And there we go.
Can I help you find something for
Now we got the gourd lurker. There's also a black marble wolf dog and a night sky crabane. The cats on cushions and the sleeping brown cat are exactly what I thought they'd be, and they are quite adorable. We have older pets like the brown bat, the leaf-fall kite, the oaken kite, the regular guard lurker, black cat, which he already has, which I'm surprised I do not have. Oh, it's right here. Black cat. So she has the kitty cat, and what did she name him? I don't know. Ernest. Because of course she did.
Good day. How may I help you?
spooky jackdaw, which is a Crabane. Badger, harbinger of the sage storm, which is also a Crabane, or a crow, who knows. Soot-feathered crow. Okay, so it's called a crow. Of course, we have various dyes, and for the holidays, we have Enlodge's Fallen Leaf, Ashen Slate Green are for tokens. And for Mithril, we have Autumn Leaf Dye and Twilight Purple, which is a very, very dark, almost black purple. We have any cosmetics that we want to get her? So the new items were only the pets and the 3 cat housing items. Tunic's trousers, dresses, and outfits. Vestments of the autumn sage. Kind of looks cute on her. Tunic of the leaf turner. Not really. Tunic of trousers of the autumn traveler. To go with tunic of the autumn traveler. No. Absolutely not. Traveling robes. It's okay. Not great. At least not on her. Autumn leaf male dress. Which actually looks quite adorable. I have most of these already, though. Dress of the Anorian Autumn. I know I have that one. In fact, she might even have that as a cosmetic outfit already. Oh, there's the leaf mail one. Where is that one? No, there. Now she's got a mask on and everything. Robe of the Autumn Sun. Ew. At least not, that doesn't work on her. Spooky robe of the bat. No. And the Harvestmath tunic, which is kind of cute. The Harvestmath dress, which looks cute on her. But again, I already have that one. Gown of Autumn Nights. I never did really like that one much. I have it, but it's not the greatest. And of course we have horses. Let's see. Do we have steeds that don't require mithril? Fall Festival steeds. Steed of the Autumn Sage, Steed of the Autumn Traveler, which is not, that's an elk. Okay, so nothing particular screamed by me at the moment, but there's a variety of items. And next time, we're going to be doing the final, well, next to the final part of Bingo's first quest chain. But until then, bye for now.